lively bunch of students from India, Pakistan and the UK talking social innovation, taking part in a challenge on the same lines. But before we talk more about entrepreneurship and enterprise with them, very quickly, you're from Pakistan. You crossed over at Wagah, as you just told me. What's it like for you to be in India?
When we were packing and we were leaving Pakistan and moving to India, our relatives, friends, they were like, they make a list of do's and don'ts. Please don't do this. And even when we make a call to home right now, so they like, what are you doing? Is it safe or something? But after entering India, and I'm specifically after ND Jindal, after we enter the Jindal, we forget all the do's and don'ts. We so mingle together, like we don't we just feel like homeland. I'm loving India, and everything. Where like anytime if we have something to ask, we could just ask our fellows that are from the India, and we're like, we need this. Where are you? They say, okay, we are coming like this. So it's a great bonding between them.
Right. That really is wonderful to know. It's like home really sounds good. You were making a point earlier that how, languages being so similar on both sides of the border, most people can't even seem to pick up, be it Urdu or Hindi, and they're thinking that because you're managing to communicate so beautifully.
Yes, exactly. That's the point. Like the moment we entered, because we were coming via bus, so the moment we entered Delhi, we started the comparisons with Pakistan. Oh, this just looks like Lahore. This just looks like Karachi. So that's the only thing we have been doing throughout our stay here. Oh, this is just exactly like back at home.
Right.
And then we were like talking to these people. Like obviously these students from UK have this language barrier. So we were interviewing these guards and these gardeners. So we didn't actually need these Indian volunteers with us because we could just, for us it was just Urdu, but they thought we were speaking Hindi with them.
Right.
So it's just so easy to know about them. We can actually we don't have to need to have a translator or interpreter who translates the things, because when you are getting some translation, you actually lose the meaning and the essence of that thing that the other person is trying to explain. So it feels totally at home, and
so
we are very comfortable.
If I could ask you, to your mind, is our sort of tensions really baffling, be it at the border, calling off talks, last minute? How do you see the politics between the two countries, really?
So, interestingly, we got our visas late for India. Like, you're supposed to be on...
You got your visas. We're delighted
we got them. We are delighted too. So, the moment we got our visas, it was like on Saturday, and the political level, at diplomatic level, the things were really worse. Like, the NSA talks were cancelled and all that. So, our parents were like, oh, no, don't go to India. Like, it's not good at all. The situation is very tense, and it's not the right time to go. But we said, oh, it's all right. We are going from the university. We are the Social Innovation Lab is sponsoring us, so we should go. So the moment we reached the Wagah border, okay, they were from our own people, so it was obvious that they were fine with us. And even when we entered the Atari border, the Indian customs, and they were totally very friendly with us. They didn't bother us at all. They were just like treating us as a group. Okay, these students are from Pakistan. Okay, just process them as early as possible and get them seated.
That's
so
really
even we've met Indians on the bus, and they were like, oh, go to this place at Delhi, and you can obviously call me. So it was really great.
And as we close this and change conversation, you were saying earlier that how it just feels that you've known them for a while. What's the big deal? Basically, is the point that you're making.
They are here from last 2-3 days, and while talking to them, there is no ever a feeling that they are from Pakistan. So we had
just classmates. They're just colleagues.
They're just colleagues. Last night we were having a dance session, and before that we are planning to have a radio show with us in university, and then we went out for dinner. So so the thing is, now my Indian friends in university, they said, we haven't seen you from last 2 days. Where are you? So we have been so much busy knowing each other cultures, having fun all around. It's like really wonderful to have them here.
You look really wonderful. You really do. I know. I've heard everyone tell you that over since we've been doing the show. But you've been talking about again the theme of this being around women and women's issues and women empowerment. What are the key areas that sort of you think need to be identified? Because it's really a vast canvas when you look at women and getting them up to speed.
For sure. I think what we've learned from the round table and each other is, firstly, education is very important to women and from the women we've spoken to. And mobility, the fact that they can't really leave or stuff like that. And I think once those two things and the mindset, so those three things, once those are sorted, I think it'll be very... I think women will feel more empowered.
Our students can deliver solutions, but there are also existing projects that they can help and develop. So part of this social entrepreneurship, the skills we're looking to develop, are not just creating new ventures, but helping to solve and help the development of those which are already in place. And through the discussion roundtable, we heard of so many social enterprises here in India doing fantastic work for female empowerment. And I think one of the things that we've realized is that in some respects, social enterprise in the UK is very developed. But in others, there are some fantastic examples in India, and we're actually learning that there are some projects that we'd like to take back to the UK and adapt to our context.
Wow, okay. If there's one solution that you could bring in which you believe could change the scenario, just one.
People can learn from others' lived experiences and share those and say, I've been through that and I can help you. So if it's something like they've kind of been exposed to violence, they can say, I've been there, I can help you in various ways, and tell you kind of the support that's out there. So I think a project like that would help a lot.
Collaboration is key. Internationally, as well as locally, we need to combine, I think, the local with the global. So we've all got similarities, we've all got differences. And I think that even back at home in Southampton, our neighbours are so different. And I think that it's key just to get so many ideas and just so many ideas on the table so that we can all learn best methods of best practice and just build on that.
More engagement and co-creation.
Exactly.
I promised I'd let you speak.
I think that a key factor is going to be giving women the right to have jobs in every single sector, in every single part of society. That for me is for women to make their own financial choices about their lives, decide what they want to do, and give them that freedom. I think that's that's a really key factor that needs to be.
Speaking as a law student, but I think one aspect of the education should be making every woman aware of her legal rights, because I think a lot of the time many women, not just in India but all over the world, feel that they don't realize what exactly is a crime towards them.
Personally, I think not looking at each other differently is the key. It's most important and influential species this planet has seen, and it baffles me. It baffles me to see how our all-knowing race could be so naive at looking at each other distinctly. And I mean, there's a lot to be done.
I wish large parts of this world could really practice.
Exactly. I mean, there's a lot of things
because that's so simple and effective.
But I mean, we need to decide the course for, and we're still, fighting it. I'm a man, you're a woman. It'll be nice to see, by the 22nd century we're talking about cat rights and probably sea animal rights. But it doesn't look that good as of now.